Welcome back. You're watching the Gadgets and Gizmos iPhone special with me, Siddharth Sharma. Now, iPhones were not the only stars that were unveiled at the Apple launch event this week. Apple also came out with the Apple Watch, which had been rumored since many months. Apple announced its first smartwatch, and it's rather boringly called Apple Watch. It's not that radically different from the modern smartwatches from Samsung, Sony, LG or Motorola, but boy, isn't it beautiful. Apple Watch will come in two sizes, 38mm and 42mm. Apple hasn't yet provided details of the hardware that powers the watch, but almost everything that is inside the device is custom made. The device is powered by a processor that Apple calls S1. Apple Watch is compatible with Apple devices, and it will show you notifications, allow you to share messages with friends, act as a controller for the camera on the iPhone, and show maps and routes. Siri, Apple's virtual assistant, is also a part of the Apple Watch. On the Apple Watch, the back of the case has a ceramic cover with a sapphire lens. This protects a specially designed sensor that uses infrared and visible light LEDs and photodiodes to detect your heart rate. Apple Watch uses this sensor along with an accelerometer and GPS and Wi-Fi in your iPhone to measure all kinds of physical movements, from simply standing up to actively working out. Yes, the Apple Watch has a touchscreen, but then there is nothing unique in that. The unique part of the Apple Watch is its digital crown. By rotating the digital crown, it allows you to zoom and scroll nimbly and precisely without obstructing your view. Apple did not comment anything on the battery life of the watch at the event. Apple Watch will be available in 2015 at a starting price of $349. And yes, the Apple Watch works only with select iPhones. It works with the iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, iPhone 5s, iPhone 5c and iPhone 5. Now, Apple is known to launch great products, but they are also very good at coming out with software solutions. Apple Pay is what they came out with, and guess what? You won't need your wallet anymore.
Magnetic stripe cards are outdated, susceptible to fraud, and deserve an award for sticking around despite being older than the first computer. Plastic payment cards are finally changing with two things: chip and PIN cards and NFC-based mobile payments. Apple is the latest and perhaps the most significant player in the mobile payment space. If you plan to purchase an iPhone 6 or iPhone 6 Plus, there's a good chance you'll be wooed into using Apple Pay, a new feature that replaces traditional bank cards with your phone. Apple introduced a two-part hardware-based security solution for Apple Pay. The first lies in your fingerprint, which is required for each transaction initiated. Apple users are familiar with using Touch ID to authorize iTunes purchases, and now Apple is applying the same process for in-store transactions. The second hardware solution is the real key to keeping our financial information locked away, the secure element. But here is the thing with NFC payments still at a very early stage in India. Apple Pay will be one application that you won't be using that much, especially in India.
Now, that was all that Apple's mega event had to offer. But you know what? Apple is known to change the game of technology market every time they make announcements and launch products. So what is the aftermath of all these launches? Let's take a look.
Apple is known to break into new segment when it comes to technology with their products, and this time around also it was no different. Apple created some super awesome new categories with the new iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus and Apple Watch. Now you'll be able to send digital heartbeats as messages over the smartwatch. There will also be new body embedded communicators. Apple also came out with a new generation of emojis and finally a device that will give you real mass body mapping. There were also a few things Apple killed at this launch event. Things like credit cards with the introduction of Apple Pay, personal trainers that will coach you to be fit, exclusive heart rate monitors and motion trackers. But the biggest thing that they killed was that after the launch of the new iPhones, Boy, you won't need a handful gaming device ever.
And with that, it's time for us to say goodbye on this iPhone special of the Gadgets and Gizmos show. If you have any comments, queries or suggestions, tweet us at HLT Gizmos. You can also email us on htgg@aajtak.com. Until next time, it's goodbye from all of us here. But for all the news and updates, keep watching Headlines Today.